What's going on, everybody? Chris and Mitchell here, back with some more gameplay. Today we're bringing you part 2 of the council. Mitchell, you want to explain where we left off a little bit?
Alright, so we had just gotten to Lord Mortimer's island, where we had gotten I wouldn't really call it an invitation, because it was, kind of a letter telling him or telling us that our mother was lost here, and that we should come and try and find her, so I guess it was an invitation. But when we get here, we find out that other people, like a cardinal and a duchess, were also invited.
Okay,
Kind of getting a clue vibe.
I gotta ask, what's a cardinal?
Somebody high up in the Catholic Church.
Okay. Never heard that term before?
Yeah.
Alright, so time to head into the manor.
So yeah.
Mr. Mask over here.
Head in. Yep.
He's shaking his head at us.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis De Richel.
Monsieur De Richel, delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah De Richel's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
I have an appointment with Lord Mortimer. Would you be so kind as to lead me to him?
Unfortunately, sir, I cannot. I don't know exactly where my master is. But rest assured, sir, everyone is waiting for you at the manor. Sir Holm insists on welcoming you in person. Since your mother went missing, everyone has been concerned about finding her.
Who is Sir Holm?
A close friend of Lord Mortimer's. Please, rest assured, sir, it won't take us long to find your revered mother. Indeed, we are searching the quays again, because lights were seen at the wharf just last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Skills. Your skills give you access to unique choices in action at the cost of effort points. The higher the skill level, the lower the cost of effort points. Browse your skills by using the character tab in the menu.
So I don't have that, I don't think.
Difficult 0, questioning locked.
Yeah. I don't think I have it, so I
Yeah,
think
that's
I
probably why
should
it's
do
right
that.
out.
Did anyone see anything else?
Unfortunately not, sir. Only lights were seen by servants of the manor, sir. And as I was saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to have noticed anything at all. We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials S.D.R. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah De Richel. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
So that kind of looked like the same handkerchief that the
Yes.
Duchess gave me.
Was it what was the initial on the other one?
The initials on hers were her initials.
Was
so,
it actually hers?
Yeah.
That could be how they know each other.
So it'd be
Same as-
E-H.
Yeah.
So maybe they're part of like some sort of...
the order.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Alright, so I can do this one, it looks like. I can take the handkerchief back because I have conviction. I don't have logic or manipulation though. So I will go ahead and take the
That handkerchief belongs to me. Please hand it over now.
But, sir,
I'll speak directly to your master about it. It will be a very long conversation.
Of course, sir. Please, take it.
it's a conviction or
On that note, I must leave you, sir. There is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
It makes sense that a servant is kind of,
It is indeed
Yeah.
your handkerchief, Mother. You must
Like,
have come here for a
can
specific
be scared,
reason.
I
need
guess.
to know what it is.
by a strong hand.
Yes.
What could she have been doing?
Alright. So I wonder if I can look at these. Does it show me a picture of them? No.
EH.
You're on this wharf.
They look very similar.
Yeah. What do I got here?
Latin inscription. En nessis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
Aha! Linguistics.
Do it.
Awesome.
You don't know, my son, how little wisdom the world is governed with. I tend to agree.
I discovered a immunity of Lord Mortimer's.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't expecting that.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like, he's...
Conviction. Go to the servant.
The servant. Where's the
Bottom.
servant? Oh, okay, servant.
Vulnerability is conviction. It makes
Yeah.
sense that, you know, the opposite of Mortimer.
Yeah.
Haven't talked to him. Immunity, like, Emily's immune to logic.
Yeah. So, he is immune to conviction.
He can't be scared.
Yeah.
There's no
So-
way I'm leaving without finding out about Mother.
Bottom left corner, those are points.
I don't really know. Yeah.
You're not going up.
No, I gotta look around.
I'll go the docks, stuff like the guy mentioned.
Yeah. Look for clues for about my mother. Of course, it's locked. Or maybe not locked?
It's locked.
Okay, it
I'll
is
never
locked.
get it open barehanded.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Later on, we can pick a lock.
Noise.
Awesome. Ooh, what's this?
Wooden
Broken board.
floorboard. Probably
Where did
comes
you
this part
come
of the
from?
wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed.
Keep an eye open for any of those little
Yeah,
things.
well,
There's
right there.
another one. What is that?
You get rid of
Oh,
things.
more royal jelly. Okay.
Is that the first roll of jelly you found?
No, I found some more in that crate.
Oh.
What is that? Collector's coin?
Look at it.
Um,
Golden elixir of love.
oh, here it is.
Lost coin, Lord. Oh, okay. It probably is a trophy to collect all of them
Yeah.
or something.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Right there. Yeah, a couple.
Oh, I bet I can get the lock open with this.
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder. This might just come in handy.
What else we got there?
A
Probably-
sack of seeds.
Nope.
It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
Oh, you bet you passed one.
I know I did. I was gonna go look at that if I could get to that gate.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Alright.
Yeah, useless.
See if I can pop the gate open with that bar.
You can see where it's missing from.
So you think somebody squeezed through there? Maybe?
No, they had it break off. That's how clean
Clearly,
it
I'm not
was.
much for manual labor.
Oh, BS.
Let's see if I can get it open another way.
Alright.
You're not strong enough to force it up the bar.
Alright. Let's go back for another round. Anything on this little boat? No. Let's see here. Seeing anything else? There's something. Just a
Roll of jelly.
royal jelly.
Rope? Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time. A lantern. Nothing special.
That's what you think.
I can set fire to this whole town.
Aha!
Now we can read letters.
Yeah, I want to do that before.
Let's see what's hidden inside. Let's look.
Ideograms on it.
A letter written in an Oriental
We could have rolled
language.
for that too.
Sure.
I know that language.
Haha. Linguistics is coming in a lot of
It
handy.
has. I felt like
Letters
a,
in Japanese. It's addressed to a certain Kei Shotaro in Tokyo.
So are these all outgoing letters?
roll it. The
Alright.
rest. One,
One,
two,
two.
3. Down.
3, and then Anything
Yeah.
else?
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4,
I'm just
5,
gonna
6.
I'm just gonna read them.
No, we must roll. You're fine. I'm joking. 'Cause at some point we're just gonna go through all of it anyways.
It's too badly written, I can't make out the address.
So you can read foreign languages.
The address is 50 Bedford Square, London. The
Sounds
address
like
is in Sao
Spain.
Paulo, Brazil.
Oh.
That reminds me.
I did a
It's
project
about
over Brazil.
time the order sent some envoys there.
So we're definitely part of some order, some secret order.
Yes.
I just don't know.
Probably a Dutchman.
Oh, here we go.
Hôtel de Cluny, Rue de Mathurin, Paris. I guarantee this letter is for my mother. The address is a hideout for the Golden Order. If you write anyone over there, you have to watch out in case someone's reading your mail. But who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois? Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richel.
what is your game here, Mother?
The vocal
Secrets. Always more
things.
secrets. You never
Yeah.
talk to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here.
But there's more letters.
Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does the name sound so familiar?
Aha, politics.
I remember all.
Ah, it's coming back to me. Godoy is the head of the Spanish government. He was appointed by King Charles IV, if I'm not mistaken. Rumor has it that he's very close to the Queen. Too close. Much too close. But hey, that's none of my business. He has a reputation of being upright and proud, very attached to the aristocracy, and close to Louis XVI. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell
Yep.
me.
Yeah, I saw him. Mitchell was pointing out that the diamonds in the bottom right left-hand corner have been taken away through challenges and stuff. So
So there were some more, so I think we can go
See
back
what's
in.
hidden inside.
I'm not sure if,
Let's look.
you know, any more of them will have anything
examine the
or
letters.
not, but... Alright, we already looked at that one,
An
so...
address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently. This envelope is meant for the Vatican.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah.
This name sounds familiar. Pashi. No. Can't seem to place it.
Alright. I'm actually... Okay. I wanted to see what his name was.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Mention of the Vatican is like...
No, you're probably gonna learn who it is from that man.
Yeah. Alright.
I think that was everything.
There's gotta be more. Right?
It doesn't have to. You probably can backtrack at some point. Because now it says get more clues or go to the manor.
Yeah.
There's something on that boat behind it.
Was there?
Yeah, I thought I saw. No, not that one. Nope. Right there. Oh, the corner of the dresser.
I think that's just the light on it.
Is that just light on? It is just light on.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry. Sorry, guys.
So if I was strong enough, I could get through there, but I'm not strong enough to get through there, so yeah, I guess I...
Just walk the path one more time, make sure we didn't miss anything. I'd rather be safe than sorry.
It's fair.
Right there. That's
Yeah, I saw it. I'm just looking. Making sure. Yeah. So I come here, and it's like, if I was strong enough, I could force it
Yeah.
open with the bar, or I could pick the lock if I had a high enough subterfuge, but I don't. Alright. So I can't get through there. I'm sure there's something really important in there. That was just that board that was broken.
Is it?
Yeah.
They tend to go away after you look at them.
I think just...
A wooden floorboard.
Yeah.
See.
All right. All the other ones, I guess you can still question where it came from. I guess.
Yeah, that's new.
Hey,
Something
something
underneath
not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest.
Hey, that came in handy.
Yes.
The key.
That does it. Let's see what's hidden inside.
There's a book and also a bag.
Your mother's purse.
The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time.
And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
Definitely thought that was a good diary or journal.
Manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during the adventure. At the start of each quest, you choose what to read and gain permanent skill points. Interesting.
This game is a little deeper than I thought it was going to be.
So much deeper. I expected, you know.
Let's look inside the bag. A little
Oh,
food,
sorry.
a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder.
The key.
Key and black powder.
Yeah. I think the key is the important thing here, but I'm
Key
going
first.
to examine it last because I want to look at everything else.
The bottom of the bag is covered in black powder. Shit, those are definitely my mother's things. I recognize her hairpins. This bag
Let's think
smells
about
of
this.
perfume.
The key is probably
Piece of
not
soap.
for the
Some
gate.
oils and her powder
You can
puff.
try it.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
What does all
like,
this mean?
if she had the key, why would she blow the lock?
Some fruit,
We don't know if she did.
bacon, and some
I'm
bread.
interested.
The fruit's still firm. The bread's a bit stale. From the smell, this food's been here roughly 2 days. And if it's rationed, there's enough left to last 2 more days. An iron key completely rusted. You never know. It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it.
Take the whole bag.
Right.
Yeah.
Just in case, I'll take it all. I'll give it back to Mother when I see her. For crying out loud. Why did you hide supplies in the middle of nowhere, Mother? I don't know what's going on here, but you obviously feel like you're in danger.
Come on. Work. Yes!
That was.
There we are.
I found that raw. Weird to believe.
I mean, she probably hid something in here.
And she needed the thing to.
Pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed.
I'm wondering if I remember
Just
what I
like in my
saw
vision.
whenever I was my... Okay.
And none of it's telling me anything useful.
Does that answer your question?
Yep. That answers my question completely.
Great. Honey.
That would explain the gunpowder, probably.
Why
This
she
wharf
had
is
it in
used
the
as
bag?
storage for a lot of barrels. Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder.
Blow it up.
It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste.
Oh, this is probably the
Let's
worst.
go through this. My mother's been hiding pieces of bread between the
Shared
rotten
area?
boards of the wharf in the middle of the night. That's not normal.
There's only one
And if that
side that
weren't
actually
enough,
gated off.
Looks now like she's armed. Meanwhile, she also takes the time to send out letters, reassuring whoever might be interested that she's having a fabulous time here. So odd. So very odd. And that's not even all I've noticed. But maybe I ought to move on to the manor now.
Amber fragments. You just found an amber fragment. Each time you can pick up 4 of them. Each time you pick up 4 of them, you increase your maximum effort points by 1.
Nice.
I'm waiting for you.
Alright. That looks like everything.
Run.
No.
You want to use some jelly to bump our leg back up?
Yeah, I probably should before I head up there. Because I feel like getting up there is going to be like, you know, lots of conversation and stuff.
Yeah.
How do I use this?
Down directional on the actual. And the
Oh, okay, yeah. Good for you for noticing.
I would not have done that.
I would rather be full.
I'd rather not waste one. To lock it. In a pocket.
I'd rather be full. They seem relatively abundant.
Fair, but it's like most games, like, when you need them, they're not going to be there.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Finances. A lot of finances.
Slave labor.
We're in the 1700s. It's probably accurate.
That is quite a door.
This door has not been open in 14 years. Only the chosen one may enter.
Here I come.
Consult your journal frequently. Hey, Zeus. Find out we're actually Greek demigod.
I'd say that seems more like Poseidon.
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for
I
you.
guess we're on the ocean. Makes
What
sense.
can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara De Richel, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Okay. During a confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills.
Alright.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Give me your letter!
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
Only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is commendable. But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
So I feel like the first one was easy
Because, yeah.
because it's the first one. But see, now it's gonna get a little more.
Yeah, I would honestly art collector.
Yeah, secrets not. Yeah, that one's
No.
not good. I feel like telling the truth is not
Frank.
good. Unless he knows, like.
No, it's you don't want
Mother
it.
passed her passion for art to me. Ancient art. Very ancient.
I didn't know your mother was an art lover.
Mainly pre-Christian objects which are believed to have unique properties.
Well, how interesting. Now that you mention it, I can indeed imagine Sarah getting interested in that.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
So the tattoo on his hand's kind of weird, like on his palm.
Yeah. I can't get a good look at it. I
Yeah.
can't do that.
Don't worry, Your Eminence. Your secret is safe with me. You know my mother's reputation. As her son, I will defend the De Richel's word with the same fervor.
Ah, I would expect nothing less. Listen to me, my child.
I'm
If
glad
I
they
give you
don't
the
say
letter,
word
can
for
you
word
promise
what
me
it said.
before
Can I just
God?
imagine I'm like with a good old thumbs up? You can count on me.
Yeah.
Conversation, last step.
Alright.
So the last step of your conversation, you must convince the person you are talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until either you give a right answer or you have no blunders left.
Interesting. Alright. Promise.
No. Okay, no worries.
Your Eminence, if there is one thing you can
But
count
said use
on,
'em.
it is the value of a promise made by a De Richel. Respecting our commitments has always been the pillar of our family, and nothing nor nobody will prevent that from happening. Since you know my mother, you should know that a De Richel always keeps their word. You can be sure of that.
Thank you, my son. It is most reassuring.
You're welcome. Especially as I promised you nothing, my friend.
Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur De Richel. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the
So he does
priests'
know
that
safe
order?
but
passage
I'd rather
across the
not.
border.
But yeah, I'm in the order.
Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Hidden elements. Many clues and items are hidden. Some of them you'll find an impact on your adventure. So do not hesitate to look for them.
Alright. And wander around a bit before we head over there. Take a look around.
Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
Oedipus.
This is fancy.
Fall of the Damned by Rubens.
I
The
like
man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss.
I like it.
Want
Like
one of those?
jelly.
Want one of those in my walls?
Devil Thorn. Grants you the
Exalted state.
Yeah.
You temporarily see the immunities and vulnerabilities affecting a dialogue choice in a conversation. You cannot carry more than 5.
Interesting. And then you hold them the right direction if you use it.
It's good to look around.
To the big statue.
What?
The Poseidon flash juice thing.
Oh yeah, we want to look at that. See, it looks like he's holding a sphere, I guess.
It
It doesn't really look like a trident.
Now it looks like a spirit. When it first came in, it looked like a lightning bolt. But it makes sense, you know, to be a water god.
Oh my.
Oh, that's the Titan eating his kids.
Oh, fair.
I don't know for a fact, but that's my guess.
Saturn devouring his son. Good God, how awful.
Call it.
Everything in this painting is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this.
So, Roman, but Oedipus was Greek, right? Or is that a different story?
Yeah, I think Oedipus was Greek. I mean, it doesn't all have to match up.
Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down,
Yep.
out of
There's
humility. Surprising for an
Christianity,
entrance
so-
hall.
I actually knew that.
Yeah. This is a very interesting place.
I like it.
And part of me wants to go up these stairs.
I've just arrived.
Oh,
It might
nope.
be bad manners to go upstairs without being invited.
Can't go there yet.
So we have to go to the chimney to even.
Yeah, I know. I was just looking around still. We got a book.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch. A biography of the great men.
Yeah, take it. Why not?
Alright.
Parallel lives.
Looking around.
I thought my
Oh, went
chimney
too
was
close.
big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States.
Wow, you look
of
different.
America.
Delighted at last to make your
I immediately
acquaintance,
trust that
Mr.
man.
President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis De Richel. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet. And you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
Believe me, she's not that special. His Eminence was asking me for my opinion about the style of the main door. I have to admit, this place certainly doesn't lack panache.
It's simply stupefying.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite
Ooh,
all the
not
goodwill
confirmed.
in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Horn, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests,
During which time we remake the world.
accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur De Richel, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
I don't know. I feel like I should be secretive.
Yeah, don't trust.
Like
President.
you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
2 members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Coin circa the 1700s.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Definitely that.
I've been looking at
Good
that.
lord! Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit! That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't
Like
even
30
turned
shades
up.
of jacked up.
Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat, very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I've already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Yeah, I'm thinking Washington.
Because I mean, arguably, your mother kills her, the woman.
Yeah.
Or where the vision is, whatever's going on.
Let's see what Washington
Stick
has
with
to
her.
say.
You'll find your mother
Sir,
sooner.
if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louis, thank you for staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are
So,
the pillars of our
Four of the people we
organization.
know are there.
If I
Part
can
of the
help
order.
in any way
Five
at
can't
all,
go there.
please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any
Pope guy
other
as well.
questions, now's the time.
He's not necessarily part of the Order. He just kind of works with us for certain means. Or he's working with my mother for certain means.
I wanted the whole Emily mother connection.
So I'm getting like just a huge like, I know I said this in the last episode too, but just like the biggest clue
I haven't
vibe.
seen the movie. I really want to watch it now because of this.
Yeah. It's just so like, yeah.
And you, Emily, what do you think of my mother?
I only know her through the Order. The one time we met, we only exchanged a few words in a corridor of Parliament.
And was the exchange courteous or impassioned?
I'm not sure if I understand.
Was there any reason for her to be angry with you?
Under other circumstances, I would slap your face for even asking, but I'll put your lack of tact down to her disappearance. Know that your mother is a woman I would love to work with. Her reputation is entirely deserved. Mr. Washington will be able to tell you more.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
Where did you first meet her?
I met Sarah during the War of Independence on American soil. She was introduced to me by a mutual acquaintance, and I must say that her sound advice prevented me from making some terrible mistakes. She may not be a soldier, but believe me, she deserves a statue as much as Lafayette does.
Well, I didn't see that one coming. There's no doubt Mother has many secrets that are still hidden.
Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
I would say the political one, but you only have one more left. You don't know if
Exactly.
you'll-
I don't really want to use it.
When she came to the U.S., did you exchange ideas about the Golden Order?
Exactly. What's more, she was essential in helping set up the American branch of the Order. I would never have become its leader without her help. We are a new country. And to achieve our democratic ideals, we need to count on discrete powers such as our organization.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
Don't they seem unaware that she's gone?
What do you think?
Even. The ordered coin. Odd mother. Even.
Alright.
Mother still is at the head of the Golden Order. I find it difficult to believe that she came to this island without notifying the other members.
As for myself, I did not know. I am here at the request of Sir Holm, a situation regarding the Crown of England to resolve, and to see what Lord Mortimer has to propose to us.
As for me, Lord Mortimer asked me here to speak about the future of America. I did not know that your mother would even be among us. In any case, no one has yet mentioned associating the Order.
We haven't found many clues yet.
I'm gonna keep it to
Don't
myself.
worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Careful, they're coming back.
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I
John Adams'
perceived her, but
No,
we
that's
weren't
okay.
introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves.
Abigail.
Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence. On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
I'm scaring us more.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richel, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room?
Well, before we find our room, I think we're going to end the episode off there. And next episode, we'll come back, we'll search for our room, and find more mystery throughout this creepy place. Today was a very informative episode. We learned more about the Order and how it takes place in other countries, and not just England, or I guess France.
Yeah. Which that's actually one thing that's been bothering me a bit. Is, you know, our character's supposedly French.
Yeah.
Like, I understand, you know, not giving them an accent so he's easier to understand, maybe. But
I mean, if you are trained to be a spy, basically, you're trained to use every type of accent.
yeah.
I don't know. But thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to check out the other episode if you haven't already. Be sure to check out the many other series we have going. And hit that like button and the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you like the content and want to see more when we post it. See you guys next time.